Do you want to start a business, get out of the office, achieve happiness and success while crushing life? This is Boss to Boss, the place to be for that extra motivation to get up and follow your dreams while learning from the ones who have already done it. And now for your host, Miro Wieslow.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Boss. Haha, I'm back. Miro Wieslow, like we are slow, though we really young. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you feeling? First and foremost, I would like to apologize for the delay on this last episode. Holidays kind of threw me off guard. I didn't really expect to take time off, though I was forced to, as I got a little under the weather. And there's been a bug going around. I don't know if it was a flu or it was more like a sinus infection, but I was pretty out for the last few days, and it just sort of sucked a lot out of me. And that amongst kind of just the combination of every year, and it's something serious, it's something that a lot of people experience. I've seen more and more people talk about it on Facebook and social media, and me and Steve just did a show about it last week, actually. Yeah, last week, our episode 72. Talked about some depression and entrepreneurism and what goes on. And I don't know, being in Chicago now, one reason why eventually, as much as I love Chicago, it'll probably be like a second city to me. Haha, get it? Just because I do function better when it's warm. I do function better. I'm more upbeat when I have more sun in my days, more light. I'm just more alive, and it's just what works for me. And now that it is naturally just getting a little cooler and colder. I mean, yeah, what am I? Cooler? Yeah, it's getting much colder. Winter is fully here. It's snowing like crazy today, a little bit, and yeah, I don't know. I get the winter blues a little bit, at least at first. At first, when it first starts and kicks off, when winter gets here, and it's just like, oh man, you know that it's gonna be a good 3-4 months, especially if you're here in the Midwest. Yeah, at least where it's gonna be freezing, below zero kind of weather at some points, and it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun, but that's okay. If you're from here, you should be kind of used to it, though I don't really know if you can ever get used to it. I'm still over here trying. And I think it was just a combination. It's the bug going around, this whole like winter blues, entrepreneurism, depression talk, lately, and just like that, it is lonely. There's not as many people that could relate to you, and then the combination of everything kind of put me in a little hole lately. And then with the whole holiday thing, I actually did a video about it in the Facebook group, in the Boss to Boss Facebook group. If you're not in it, then you're obviously not in the right place right now. No, we love new individuals. We love new faces. We encourage you to be proactive and introduce yourselves, because there's many other amazing individuals in the group that would love to help you out, and I'd love to help you out. And it's just another way to network and meet other people, because at the end of the day, meeting people, networking, it is key. It is key, and it's what helped get me here. I can't attribute anything enough than the people, the network that I've built up over time, and that I continue to build up. And I posted a video. I do these little rants. If you hate it, let me know. But it's me. I'm probably gonna do it again. I posted this little video about when Christmas, when Christmas, right before Christmas is coming, whether or not you were doing your Christmas shopping, and then does this add to the stress of your normal day-to-day life, especially if you are an entrepreneur, if you are trying to run a business. I still hate that word, entrepreneur. Yeah, I still do. So I didn't go back on that, even though I use it more often lately. It's weird. It's like once you start hating something, then you start using it. It's like, what the hell, man? What the hell? I gotta wash out my teeth, my mouth with soap, right? And when the holidays, it doesn't have to be Christmas, just any holidays, whether it was Kwanzaa, whether it was Hanukkah, whatever it is, any of the holidays. The thing I'm trying to say is that did Christmas, did Hanukkah, did Kwanzaa, did whatever you celebrate, did it raise additional stress in your life? Because A, you had to find presents. B, you had a budget for the presents. Maybe you are struggling. Maybe like me, I'm not exactly the most well off right now. I'm not, and I've made that very well known and public. So whether you have to get presents for people, and then C, just being around your family, being around all these individuals, and kind of having a tune out, at least be present as much as possible. When you're running a business, that's hard. So it's the added stress of, can you fully tune out, or do you still have to be answering your calls? Do you still have to be checking your emails, every couple hours? And, does it make you jealous of the other individuals that are there at these holiday parties or, these family get-togethers, and they could fully tune out? They don't have to look at their phone the entire day, the entire weekend. And you're over here, like, what the hell's going on? What's happening next? What's happening next? So I guess full circle, the combination of it all. And yeah, I mean, for me, I didn't really hit on it as much. I was more kind of looking to get your opinions and how you guys are feeling, guys and gals, about, this holiday season coming up. Well, it's past New Year's Eve, New Year's is coming up now. But did it raise additional stress? Does it not? It's like, it's, some people hate it. Some people love it because they get to spend more time with the family. I used to love it more often. I mean, I still do love it. I still love it because I love spending time with my family and seeing them. But kind of where I'm at right now with running a business, it did raise some additional stress because I couldn't fully just get away from everything. I couldn't fully just kind of be there, in the moments. And it was tough because that's the part that made it a little depressing. And I guess, entrepreneurism, depression, or whatever they call it. I want to say I sort of hit it, I mean, I'm sure it was a combination of being sick and then just everything else, that I'm not kind of where I want to be at yet. I can't be buying nice and fancy gifts for people, even though that's not at the end of the day what matters. I can't fully devote myself and my time to the people I want to devote it to. But then what gets me through it, and what gets me through being here in front of you, in front of this camera, in front of this mic, and talking to you, is that I know the end goal. I know the end goal, and you know your end goal. We are here. We are here for a reason, and that reason is that we want to do great things. We want to do greater things, greater than the next one. Just because someone else did it doesn't mean we can't do it and then do it better. Do something new. Do something revolutionary. Make your own mark here on this earth, on this planet, this life, this galaxy, whatever you want to call it. Make your own mark. And I know that, at the end of the day, I will. And the time is there. We all have the same amount of time. And that's what keeps me going. It keeps me going that I'm doing this for a reason. I'm doing these things for a reason. Even though I have to sacrifice certain things at times, sleep, I want to say that, yes, I probably sacrificed some health because maybe that's why I kind of came crashing recently with the whole like sickness and being a little depressed and just a combination of things. But it's okay. It's okay. Spending a few days in bed, or not necessarily full days, but, spending majority of a couple days and not really doing too much and kind of tuning out. Or working from bed and attempting to your best, it's needed. It's definitely needed at times, and it's been nice because it was almost refreshing. It almost happened for a reason, and I knew that at the grand scheme of things, it's all going to be worth it. So I'm curious to hear how you are dealing with a similar situation. Have you hit a wall? Have you crashed? Have you crashed and burned only to reawaken? I mean, that's where I'm at. I've definitely, between everything, the combination of, everything that happened to me and this time of the year, I did crash and burn, but, here I am, and I'm still here, and I'm still going. That's the most important thing. I'm still going. I'm not going to give up. And speaking to just the last, that's why I love interviewing people. And I hope you're really listening, to not just these rants and recaps, but you're listening to our interviews of these individuals. I'm not just interviewing anybody. No, here at Boss to Boss, whether it's someone that Steve highly recommends or someone that I really wanted to get on the show, it's people that are on the show for a reason. And that is because they have made a difference and they will make a difference, and they continue to be active in the community and just, changing other people's lives around them. And for example, just the last story, I'm not even going to go ahead and go further back because there's just way too much. Though I do want to start doing some repeat interviewees coming up, and maybe some best tips and tricks of episodes, which is something in the works. Let me know what you guys think if we go ahead and go that route. But just the last interview that you heard this past week, Mike Young, he had, I can't remember the exact numbers right now, but he had numerous offices. I think it was like 200 or 300 employees. So crazy numbers, crazy crazy amount of money his firm was making. So much was going on, and the crash came. And it sounds like from what I know, obviously there were people that experienced it even worse. Some people, actually lost their lives. But his story was up there. It was probably one of the most extreme I have heard. And for him to lose everything completely, to go to zero, to nothing, to living on his couch and just losing everything he had, and to get back up and then start another business now, and getting, back up there again, being up there in those levels after he already went through the whole process. It's not like he spent years doing what he did, and then it all crashed with the whole stock market crash in about 2008, give or take, in that time frame. And hearing stories like that, it allows you as the listener, as the watcher, but myself as well as the interviewee, I hear these things, and it's what keeps me going, because I am here talking about my journey that I want you all to be a part of, and I'm a part of your journey as well. We're all part of this journey together at the end of the day. And what keeps me going, and I hope that this, when you hear things like this, it keeps you going, is that someone like him, he had it all, and he lost it all. He totally lost it all, and had to start getting government assistance, and you name it, food stamps, all that stuff. And the shame of, having to go that route when you're already mid 30s, 40 years old, and you have a family at this point, it's not easy. And for him to be such an upbeat guy now, such a, happy guy, and know that it's going to be okay and it's going to be better, it makes things easier, easier knowing that, wow, I don't really have it that bad. Yes, I didn't, I wasn't fully there for the holidays as much as I wanted to be. I wasn't able to buy as nice of gifts as I wanted to. I still had to deal with headaches and issues and things going on. And yeah, maybe it made me a little down and depressed during this time, during these holidays. But, things could be so much worse. They could be. And the light is there. You see that light? The light. That's right. That light. The light is there. The light is there. It's there at the end of the tunnel. And I can see it. You can see it. We all can see it. So just keep it up. Keep your heads up. Cheers to all that good stuff. And let's keep it going. It's almost 2019. It's legit almost. As I'm recording this, we're about a day-ish away. Yeah, if you're in Central Time in the U.S., close. And man, it's nuts. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna definitely, next episode's gonna be a good one. Not that this one isn't, but it's gonna be about 2019 and just what I'm gonna set to do for next year. And I'm curious to hear about what you're gonna do. I'm definitely gonna be posting some stuff up in the Facebook group. So if you're not in it, definitely ask about it. Look it up on Facebook. Just type in Boss to Boss community and just send a request to get in there. you might have to you have to answer a question or two. But if we're not gonna turn you down. We're not gonna turn you down unless you're like a hacker or spy or something. But besides that, it's crazy. 2018 was here. It went. A lot of good things happened. I definitely want to do a bigger recap because I wasn't as fully prepared to talk about that. It just there's too much, and I don't like to drag out my episodes. I don't. I've hit such a good topic with the whole holidays and how they affect you and the entrepreneurs and depression and just getting sick and all that at the same time, and how that could affect you while still trying to run a business. And I guess the way I ran the business was that luckily things were slower. It's the holidays. Naturally, things were slower. And then I kind of I did what I could. I did things at the bare minimum, maybe for a couple days, but I still did them. I didn't like turn down jobs. I didn't like not answer calls, unless they were emergencies. I mean, I didn't answer all calls because then I would just lose it, because I got to a point where I just needed some rest, just mentally and physically. But yeah, I guess that's kind of how I got through it. I did the bare minimum that I knew, and I knew it wasn't gonna like screw the business over. But for a couple of days, I kind of did the things that needed to be done and didn't exactly go crazy, because I needed that break, and we all need that break. So it's completely normal. It's completely normal. Trust me. That being said, I hope you all close out this 2018 year with a bang. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of R&R Rants and Recaps. And yeah, let's bring on this new year 2019 in style.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.